V-2 rocket. V-2 rocket, with the technical name Aggregat 4, was the world's first long-range guided ballistic missile. The missile, powered by a liquid-propellant rocket engine that was developed during the Second World War in Nazi Germany as a vengeance weapon and assigned to attack Allied cities as retaliation for the Allied bombings of German cities. The V-2 rocket also became the first artificial object to travel into space by crossing the Kármán line, the edge of space, with the vertical launch on the 20th of June 1944. Research of military use of long-range rockets began when the graduate studies of Wernher von Braun were noticed by the Wehrmacht. A series of prototypes culminated in the A4, which went to war as the V-2. Beginning in September 1944, more than 3,000 V-2s were launched by the Wehrmacht against Allied targets, first London and later Antwerp and Liege. The attacks from V-2s resulted in the deaths of an estimated 9,000 civilians and military personnel. The rockets traveled at a supersonic speed, impacted without audible warning, and proved unstoppable, as no effective defense existed. Teams from the Allied forces, the United States, the United Kingdom, and the Soviet Union raced to siege major German manufacturing facilities, procured the Germans' missile technology, and captured the V-2's launching sites. Von Braun and more than 100 important V-2 personnel surrendered to the Americans, and many of the original V-2 team ended up working at the Redstone Arsenal. The United States also captured enough V-2 hardware to build approximately 80 of the missiles. The Soviets gained possession of the V-2 manufacturing facilities after the war, established V-2 production, and moved it to the Soviet Union. V-2 rockets were launched from mobile platforms. The V-2 was 14 meters long, weighed about 13,000 kilograms at launching, and developed about 60,000 pounds of thrust, burning alcohol and liquid oxygen. The payload was about 725 kg of high explosive. Horizontal range was about 320 km, and the peak altitude usually reached was roughly 80 kg. However, on the 20th of June 1944, a V-2 reached an altitude of 175 km, making it the first rocket to reach space. The first V-2 test launch took place in October 1942. Between the years 1943 and 1945, the British and American Air Forces used more than 122,000 tons of explosives against the V-1 and V-2 missile sites to prevent the continued construction and firing of these missiles. These attacks played an effective role in reducing the production and use of these missiles in the war. The Americans took possession of a number of V-2 missiles, which were the spoils of war of the Allies from German factories and arsenals. They transported these rockets to the United States with Wernher von Braun and some of his colleagues. In 1946, after the end of the war, von Braun became an American rocket scientist. The first images taken from space were taken in October 1946, 14 months after the end of the World War II. These photos were taken using the V-2, which was launched from the White Sands Space Station in New Mexico. Many thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe my channel and like and share this video.